think I will just sail about 6-7 miles along the coast. There's a pretty cool castle. I think I might just anchor there. Even though I'm checked out, I don't think it's a big deal. Maybe I can do some drone shots of this castle. I'm sure the wind's gonna die. It's really great right now, but I don't know, if it's really strong, maybe I'll keep sailing. See what happens. There's the west side of the city. It's kind of the downtown area. Fun walking around there. I give Albania high marks. It might be the time of year, but it was not very crowded at all, which was really nice. Had some great beaches, really good food. Generally nice people. Overall, a good place. I recommend it. I wonder if at peak season it gets very crowded, because it seems like it could be a lot of people, but I kind of doubt it. I think it's probably not as crowded as Greece and other places. Kind of a oddly lit boat behind us. So today we did a lot of tacks. Let's see if you can see that. There we go. Leaving Duras. Tack, 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 tack. We did about 20 miles of tacking to go about 8 miles. And we're 10 miles away from where I like to anchor. There's like a castle or a fort or something there. Might be kind of neat. But the wind's kind of, although now we're actually going almost straight to the direction we want to go, but the wind has died down to two or 3 knots. But now it's on our beam, which is kind of nice. I wish it was 4 knots. That would be what we need to get there. Or if we're really lucky, maybe 5 knots would be cool. Now we're moving again. It's about 2 a.m. now, and we've only got 1.3 nautical miles to go. So close. We're doing 2 knots, so a little over 30 minutes, I guess. So close. It feels so slow though. The last little bit takes forever. This is where you just have to really distract yourself, because if you think about it, it will just take forever. So I go on, either edit some video or something, or go on YouTube. Anchor's down and about 13 feet of water, and we're right off the beach here. Can't wait to see this place in the morning. I think it's gonna look really cool, but I'm about to go to sleep now because it's late. So we got a nice view of the stars though. Here we are the next morning. Not a bad spot, really. I sailed right past this, either a fish farm or a fish trap. It goes all the way along here with ropes and sticks and stuff. I did see it on Google Maps from the satellite image, but it wasn't on the chart. But I actually didn't see, I didn't see it in person when I came in. I had my spotlight on. Unfortunately, I left my spotlight on all night, and it drained my battery down to 10%. So I think we're gonna get some sun today, but my batteries have not been. Solar has been just not really keeping up with the battery. I wish I hadn't had to disconnect the alternator from the lithium from the house battery bank, because I switched to lithium. I think that used to be the thing that would top it off when it would get low. Solar is not quite enough. I think you need to be able to charge the batteries with the motor. Also, I'm learning. Trying to decide if I should go to this beach here and try to walk down to the end. I think the end is where the interesting stuff. There's like a fort or a castle down there. It's probably a 2-mile hike, so 4 miles round trip, which would be nice. Maybe I'll just do that. The alternative is to just sail down there, which would also be kind of nice, but there's not really any wind Not anyone here, although I do see riffles over there. And if I go to shore here, do I just swim ashore or do I blow up the dinghy? It's not very far. There's also all these rocks in between me and shore, which I think maybe just having the scuba mask and the snorkel mask and maybe a pair of fins would be kind of nice. So I decided to move the boat. Anchor's up. I had to motor out a little bit because we were in a kind of a wind hole over there. But now we're approaching the little cape out here. We're sailing around 2.5 knots. Only 1.3 nautical miles to go. It's warming up now, so I'm definitely going to be going with the swim option instead of blowing up the dinghy. I guess I can get my bag ready soon. Well, this could be a problem. I wanted to anchor out on this cape here, but there's fish traps going out there. There's a big one there, but then there's like a net and a line that goes, so it looks like all the way to shore. So I guess I gotta go around it. That gets clear of it. All right, got the anchor in 7 or 8 feet of water, 7.5 feet of water. Just swam ashore, and there's pickled herring. Aw, just chilling out over there. This water was so shallow when I swam in. Like I got to there and it was only like 8 inches deep. But there was those spiky, not anemones, sea urchins everywhere. So I couldn't like walk on there. I had to just like swim and just try to stay as much on the surface as I could. But eventually I kind of weaved my way to a grassy spot without any sea urchins. So it'll be a challenge to get back out without stepping on any sea urchins. Ooh, I got stabbed by one of those in Hawaii. Got infected, was not pretty. So I try to stay away from those guys. Walked around to the other side of this cape. And it's pretty cool. I got to the fort, or yeah, the remains of the fort. Not much here, but I packed my drone. So I'm gonna do some laps with the FPV drone, get some cool shots, and then I'll come around, go back to the other side and get some shots of pickled herring over there. And then I'm thinking, well, gosh, the wind, there really isn't any wind now. But whenever the wind picks up, whenever that is, we'll sail on. Maybe I'll make some lunch first. Oh, it's kind of cool. You can see how the erosion has done to the stones. Pretty neat. Wow. Look at that. Lots of fishermen around here too. And their little boats with the fish traps and stuff. Like they're fishing out of the fish farm, I think. Here we go. Oh, that's cool. It's more built up over here. Ooh, I wonder if I can fly the drone through this gap. I wonder if I lose signal though because of all the stone. Let's try it. Oh, there's a cool gap too. This will be a perfect drone spot. I love it. And there's no one around here to get in the way or to be bothered by the noise. I can sit right there. Cool, let's do this. Nice. This box to kind of, you can see there's no matter how waterproof your dry bag, it always gets water in it if you swim with it. So I've got to double package everything. Everything's wet in here. Got a little water in there, not too much. Yeah. The batteries, they discharge after a few days. So like, I never use the drone frequently enough to have a full charge. One day I'll use it enough. We're all set up. The nice thing about flying this drone outside of the U.S. is you don't have to connect it to there's this like U.S. law, you have to have this remote ID nonsense, and you have to hook your phone up with it, and it's got a pair. But once you're outside the U.S., it just flies easier. Although it does limit the power in some countries. Kind of depends. Oh, no. Are we connected? I got one flight in, and then a bunch of people showed up, and I just hate to be the asshole flying the drone around making all that noise, especially the Avata is super loud. So I'll put it away for now, and maybe we can fly it on the other side if there's no one over there. Wow, what a beautiful hike up here though. That is steep. Holy moly. Ah, nice smells. A nice shaded trail. This is awesome. Ow. Hear the net go crack. Okay, here we go. Oh man, look at that. Montenegro. Next stop. I know nothing about Montenegro, but I soon will once I get there. I also knew nothing about Albania when I got here. But now I know a whole bunch. Or a little bit, at least. Oh, that's a good beach. Look at that. If the wind was from this way, I could paraglide this ridge. That would be rad. Just up and down there. Oh, you can kind of see a little of the castle down there, and then of course you gotta get a better view of those fish farms out there. Gosh darn, hazards to navigation, if you ask me. Oh, there's another shot of Pickle. Looks like she's on a lake, only it's the Adriatic. Oh, that's a cool beach. This looks like some bunkers, maybe? Wow, pretty big ones. Cool. Man, they just go on and on and on. There's like a dozen of these. I guess there's a road right there. Wow, that's so steep. So far down. That's a good view of it. Thanks for watching. Next video will be in Montenegro. Hope to see you then.